Okay, we'll give it another shot here. I don't know. My husband couldn't find anything wrong. So we'll see if you get notifications or not. Found me? Hello. Thank you, Janet. I appreciate it. We'll see what we can do. Hi, Mindy. I don't know what happened, but my husband couldn't find anything wrong. So I just rebooted my computer, and we'll see how it goes. Oh, well, that's okay. Can you see me? Does it seem like everything's okay? Okay. Well, I just wondered because you and Mitch were both here, and now it says only one person's here, and so I didn't know if something went wrong again. Sound good? Look good? Yay! Well, we'll see what happens. We'll see if anybody gets notifications. I don't know. Hi, Beth. Tiny bit of buffering, though. Okay. I don't know. My husband said that our internet connection was good. Everything seemed fine. So, hi, Patricia. It's funny because there's 4 people in chat, but it only tells me there are 2 people watching. That's really weird. Now it says there are 4 people watching. It's like it's slow to catch up. Whatever is going on, it's got to be a YouTube thing. Hi, Barbara. I don't know if I've seen you in here before, but I'm glad you're here. We've been having technical difficulties. Hopefully they're over. Hopefully they're over. Anyway, y'all let me know if things go wacko again, and we may just have to get off. But then I'd just have to clean in my studio some more. I'd a lot rather talk to y'all. And cover this. It says 2 people are watching too. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, this was the second option that I had, and then this was the third option that I pulled out. Okay. Well, I knew your name sounded familiar, but I didn't remember you being in my streams before. So we could do this one with these birds on the front. I'm trying to cover this Moleskine book that I got at the thrift store for $1. So is this the one you're saying, Beth? When you say the burgundy one, is this the one you're talking about? Okay. Because I was going to say, this is the only one that's really got burgundy in it. This one's kind of brown. It's got a little bit, but okay. Well, I kind of want to use this one just because it's it's not as precious fabric to me as this one is. And I don't think I want to use the white. So yeah, 25 cents at the thrift store. It had a couple of pages written in it. The first 2 pages. So I just took out the first 2 and the last 2. And now it's brand new again. So, okay. All right. Well, I'm trying to decide where to. I think right there's a good spot. We'll see if this will tear for us. My straight cutting's not really right. Woo! Noisy. Sorry about that. Okay. At least we know it's straight when we do this, so straighter than I could cut it for anyway. Love that sound. I like it too. I like it too. Okay, now then let's put this on top and figure out, let's go right here. Figure out where to cut it down here. I'm okay with it sticking over the edge just a little bit, so. Okay. Now we've got the top and the bottom ready to go. And I do want this to be the center of the front cover. Let's see if that's, yeah. Ooh, just perfect. Okay. But if I do that, then the bird's head is not going to show. So let's not center it completely. Let's go this way and see if that's better. I still can't get, it looks like we can either get good amount of birds on the front or not. So we're just going to go with getting the birds on the front. So, yeah, I love it. It's one of those things I got in that bunch of thrift store material when they let you fill up a kitchen garbage bag, you know, that size bag, for $2. So I just throw all the little pieces of everything in there that I thought looked good. And this was one of them. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and make a pleat in the spine. Oh, so the bird will show better? Well, let's see what will happen if we do something like that. You're going to make me work hard. I don't want to work that hard, Beth. No, I'll have to do it over here. Okay, let's go back over here and see. I could make a pleat right there. It would look kind of weird, but it would look less weird here than it would on the actual spine. Yay, Cheryl, we're glad you got back. Yeah, so far so good. But if I do that, then you get this much of the bird on the back. So what do you think? Do you think that's a good idea? Or do you think I should just, okay, just a second. Okay. I have to make sure the front is where it's going to be before I make any decisions about the back. If I don't do the pleat thing, this is what the back's going to look like. And it is the back, so I don't think that's really a big deal. This is the front. I did. I just took those 3. And it was this one. And this. Oh, no, I'm froze again. Okay, maybe not. Yep. This one and this one. This is the second one. And I didn't cut the third piece because if I don't use it on this, and I think I really want to save this one. I have some more I could look at in my drawer. Make the bird show on the back. Okay. Well, the problem is, part of the problem is the bird is, now I could just go straight and just glue it on and not have it cover the edge. But my plan was to have it cover the edge a little bit. Like that. Now we could do that and then just have one bird show on the front. And I wouldn't have to worry about the pleat thing. The fabric makes me buffer. This fabric or the other fabric? Yeah, it would match that way. Plus you would get a little bit of this on both sides, and I like that. So I think that's a good choice. Okay, well, if we're going to do it this way, then we need to start with the back and glue it down and then work our way forward. Eeny, meeny, miny, mo. That's right. Hi, Janice. I'm glad you're here. Okay. Yeah, built-in spine. That's right. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and just put some glue down here. Okay. Now then, what we have to do next is put glue on here. Getting coffee. All right. We'll just put some glue all over. I saw can't remember who was doing it now, doing a review of 3 different kinds of glue. One was Eileen's Tacky Glue, one was this art glitter glue, and the other one was Fabri-Tac. And so I think I probably need to watch that, but I haven't yet. I've got it. Well, I had it queued up. It's not anymore since I had to restart. But anyway, I can go back and find it. Okay. Now then, we're going to need to cut this a little bit because I don't want a huge bunch of it over here. Just about like the other side. I can use that on something else. Hey, Joan, I'm glad you made it. I'm glad we all made it. So far, so good. Okay. I'm going to go ahead. Oh, I'll put the pin back in it. It doesn't come out very good when you do that. Anyway, did any of you watch that that video about her review of those three? Those three glues. How did my triangle book end? Just a second, and I'll show you. You didn't watch the whole video, Beth? Should my feelings be hurt? It was like a ridiculously long video. I don't blame anybody for not finishing it, but hi, Christy. I was still working on it after. I don't think I've done anything after the video, but I'll get it out and show it to you, and you can decide if I've done anything. Okay. Now, when that glue dries, that won't look, you can see where it's kind of coming through a little bit. But that'll be fun. That'll be a lot more fun than that plain blue cover, won't it? I'm trying to remember. I was thinking it was Janet Young, but I'm not positive. You know, somebody who comes up in my feed all the time. I can't remember for sure. Okay, here is my triangle book that Hannah and I made in the little prep video for tomorrow. Tomorrow is when we're going to do this with Tanya. And there's the front and back cover. Oh, actually, that's the back. It's hard to tell. Doesn't Hannah know we are not as clever as she is? No, she doesn't know that. She thinks my friends are the smartest people on earth. So, anyway, here's what it looks like. And the thing I decided I would have to do later was decide how to close it, how to put a closure on it. And I haven't decided that yet. So, but here's what mine looks like. I did it with some painty papers. Is what I put inside it. And I hoped to do my next one with painty papers too, but I don't know that I have enough painty papers to do another one. So I'm not sure what I'll do with the next one. But hi, Brenda. But we're gonna go ahead and this is what we're gonna make tomorrow in the Hangout with Tanya, or the Craft Together. Now that we don't have Hangouts, we're doing it through StreamYard. So it'll be a Craft Together. anyway, noon tomorrow, Central Time, on my channel. And then on the 20th, it will be on Tanya's channel. And it will still be at noon on Tuesday the 20th. Anyway, my daughter Hannah is going to help walk us through this book again. We did that video so you could kind of have an idea of what we were going to do in the craft together. But we will do all the steps there, so you don't have to worry about that you're supposed to have gotten something done, you know. You could, one thing, yeah, you could put triangle pictures in it. One thing you're supposed to, the way they're supposed to work is you put them like on your shelf like this, you know, like this is the bottom of the book. And so when you open it up, you're working like this, like you would write across the page like that, or draw, or whatever you're doing. Now with having these kinds of papers in here, you know, it's a unique looking spread. We're used to looking at spreads like this that have different pages, you know, in junk journals and that kind of thing. But it'll be like this if you use it the way that it's supposed to be oriented. In the picture that she saw, they showed it oriented like this. And if you're writing, it would be easier to write like that than to try to write like this. But if you're doing art, it might not matter. You can do whatever you want. So this is what we're doing. And it'll definitely take us 2 weeks to do it, because we're going to make the cover, and then we'll cut all our paper and fold all our signatures, and then we'll bind it on the 20th. But if you're putting fabric on the cover, and you don't have to, you can use paper, but if you're putting fabric on the cover, it really needs to rest before you bind it. So we really need to do it 2 separate times anyway. Thank you, Janet. But this is what it's going to look like. If you want to put in some ribbons or something to tie it, you need to do that before you put the end papers on. And we forgot about that. We talked about it and then we forgot. So I don't have a closure of any kind on mine yet. I haven't decided what I'm going to do for that. Okay. Well, I'm glad I got this done. Now, I don't know what I'm going to do with this book, but I like it better than just that blue cover. And that didn't mess up the pocket to just put that much fabric on it. So I like that it covers up the end, you know, the ends. So I'm happy with that. I have to show y'all what I found at the thrift store. They had all their linens on for half price. And I got some sheets and a couple of other doily type things. And then I handed her this package. And these were in a Ziploc baggie. And so it was $1.21. So she charged me 60 cents for it. And they're plastic. So they're excuse me, they'll make great stencils. So I'm excited. I have some I can send in Happy Mail, and I have some for me. Yes, jelly plate fun. When when I showed them to Hannah, she said, "What are those?" I said, "They're plastic doilies." And she said, "Plastic doilies? Why would anybody want a plastic doily?" I said, "Well, I wanted to use on the jelly plate." And she said, "Well, of course. But when it was originally made, was it supposed to be a doily or was it supposed to be a stencil?" I said, "It was supposed to be a doily." She just thought that was the most horrific thing. Oh, anyway, this one's kind of broken. Excuse me. But I think the rest of them are all good. Anyway, I think they'll be fun to play with on the jelly plate. Or even to put down, you know, let me see here. That's probably too much. But I didn't get it to spray the way I wanted it to. It froze up again. I don't know. Anyway. So far, it only did that for a minute. If it keeps doing it, though, I'm going to get off because that's frustrating for you, and it's very so. Yeah, I told him they're a real thing. People used to really use them, you know. But we've gotten so many cloth doilies at, cotton doilies at thrift stores that she's like, why would you want to have plastic ones? So, well, because not everybody can have cotton ones, and that my connection was unstable. We're gonna keep going and see if we can do some stuff, but that's kind of frustrating. No, you don't see them in the stores anymore. In fact, I got one in with some other stuff one other time. It's the only time I've ever even seen them. Except I did see some. I had a friend whose mom had them at her house, and hers were white. They weren't red like these, but I think the red horrified Hannah as much as the plastic. But anyway, some people don't crochet. That's right. Yes, they would be great for tea dyeing. How fun. Okay, I got to try that. I got to try that now. Okay, I'm all good. I'm all wet. I shouldn't have sprayed that like that because now I'm going to have to dry it. Okay, let me dry for just a second, and then we'll go on and do a pick 10. Thank you, Janet. Okay. I'm surprised that didn't go through. This is not thick paper. And it went through on the back, but it didn't go through to this sheet. I'm really surprised by that. Of course, this was made for presentations, so maybe they figured people would be using Sharpies. I don't know. But I expected it to be soaked through several pages, and it's not. So that's cool. Okay. I've decided I'm going to do my pick 10 on this tonight. It's that or throw it away. It's a piece of sticky back canvas. So I'm going to try to use it. But the first thing I want to do is gesso it because part of it is sprays that will come up if I use any wet something. So I'm just going to gesso it and see if we can get something we can use. It wasn't gessoed to begin with, so it's okay, let me get a spoon. Oh dear. I'm just going to pour some on here because it's going to take quite a bit probably. Okay. I need to use a better brush. I don't think this is going to. Move that out of the way. It's not going to be white, and I'm okay with that. I just want to make it somewhat neutral. And hopefully that will coat it enough that the colors won't come off on whatever I put on top of it. It already looks better, doesn't it? It already looks better. If you're going to gesso for the pig 10, this is a good time to do it. Oh. Okay. Clean up time. Okay, I'll do that in a second. I want to finish this first. Okay. Whew. Yeah, it is big. It's a 16 by 20, I think. I'm going to have to dry it, obviously, but let's wipe off some of this. Okay. Now I'm going to dry for a minute, and then I'll get out my book and we'll write down who all's going to play. Yes, Becky, I'm going to do my pick 10 on this canvas. I'm sorry that you keep losing me. Yeah, we're going to do a pick 10. And I'm not sure what it's going to be for, Cheryl. It's a sticky back canvas, so I could probably use it for whatever I want. When I get done with it, then I'll decide what it's for. Mm. What did you find, Susan? Tell me what you found. This is not drying. This is taking forever to dry. I mean, it's like right up here, it's dry. Everywhere else is still very wet. I may not be able to do my pick 10 on this. I'm going to try a little bit more while Susan tells us what she got today. What kinds of books did you get? This is ridiculous. Aren't you glad you didn't buy tickets? If you'd had to pay to watch this, you'd want your money back. Good grief. It will not dry. It's finally beginning to, but it's still a lot of wet spots. So I'm going to keep going for a minute. Okay, I'm going to stop right there. See if we can get it to flatten out a little bit. All right, I'm going to tuck it maybe right under there a little bit. Okay. Ooh, nope. Got to do a little more right here. Okay. Sorry about that. Let me find my book real quick to write down our pick 10 in. Good grief. I may have to write it down on something else. Can't seem to find that book. Okay. I have to show y'all something. Talking about, hi Tanya. I'm glad you're here. This is, I got this. They were in a Ziploc baggie, and the Ziploc baggie was 99 cents. So these ended up costing me, because she gave them to me half price, these ended up costing me less than those plastic doilies. Now, isn't that just ridiculous? So let me show them to you one at a time here. Here's this one. And here's this one. This one's going to go on a journal. I love that. I love this one. And this one. So for 50 cents, I got 4 of these. So I was very, very excited. I was very excited. So we'll see. I don't know which journal I'm going to put them on yet, but they'll go on something. Okay, I'm going to have to find some place to write this down because my can't find my journal. Oh, there it is. Good grief. Okay. This is where I keep the pick 10s that we're doing. Starting on June 10th, I started writing them down. So makes it easier for me. So I thought they were gorgeous. I was excited. Oops, 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 oops. And let's move that new journal so I don't end up messing it up. Oh. Okay. Now we've got the prompts that are on the paper. We've got the prompts that are on the cards. The ones where I have them separated into background and foreground. So we would do 5 of these and then 5 of these and pick 2 from each one of these for our alternates. I've also got these, and trying to remember what I made these for. These don't want to come out. I need to put them with a rubber band too, because this is ridiculous. I made these specifically for something. I'm trying to think. Oh, I think these didn't have anything like add book pages, or maybe it was no texture paste. I can't remember. But this is another set of cards that prompts that we could use. Or I've got the sticks. So do we want to use one of the sets of cards, or do we want to use the paper, or do we want to use the sticks? Sticks, paper, cards. Choose. Somebody choose. Okay, the newer cards. Is that this set or the set that's got two bunches? I think these are the newest ones I did. Left side, so that's these. Okay. All righty. Hi, Rosie. I'm so glad to see you. We're fixing to do a pick 10. And I'm shuffling the cards. And I'm going to put them down. I am going to go ahead and write today is August the 5th. And that pen is not working. Let's get another one. And we're doing prompt cards. Okay, and then we're going to do alternates. We're going to do 4 of those. And then we will do prompts. And we'll go ahead and pick all 4 of the alternates to begin with, so that they'll be sitting there ready for you if you need them. Okay. Oh, I forgot about password. Well, maybe we can do that next time. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to have something take your mind off all the junk. I'm so sorry that you're having to deal with that. Okay, let me know if you're playing along. So I can write you down. That way, hopefully I won't forget you. Beth is going to play. Mary's playing. Hi, Allie. Allie's playing. Teresa is playing. Hi, Teresa. I missed you too. Goodness, I've been missing people. Arlene is playing. Whoops. Tried to spell her name wrong. I do know how to spell it. Yes, let's play. Okay, Becky's playing. Cheryl's going to watch. That's fine. So Beth, Mary, Allie, Teresa, Arlene, and Becky are the people that I have playing along right now. Okay, Nettie's going to play. Okay, Brenda, it's actually really easy. I'll kind of explain it to you, but it's perfectly fine if you just watch. You pick some kind of substrate, whatever you want. I'm going to do it on this piece of sticky back canvas just because I've got it and I want to do something on it. Some people do it on piece of cardboard or chipboard. Some people do it in an art journal. I have several journals going that I do pick tins in. So you can do it on whatever you want. And what we'll do is we'll pick 4 cards that are going to be our alternates, and we'll write those down. And then one at a time, we'll pick 10 prompts. And as we go through those 10 prompts, you do each one as we do it. And if you don't like one of them, then you can use one of the alternates that we already picked. And so that's how we play. And we're not letter of the law people when it comes to prompts. If a prompt makes you, if you don't have the exact item the prompt calls for, or you can always, of course, do an alternate, but you can always also adapt it to something. Like, just for example, if you got the prompt punch, you could punch out butterflies or circles or hearts or whatever and stick them down on your canvas or your page, or you could take a hole punch and punch some holes in it. You could do whatever you want to do that prompt prompts you to do. So it's all about having fun. It is not about following the rules, although the rules are there to help us. They're not there to boss us. Does that make sense? So, okay, let's go ahead and pick the 4 for the alternate. One of the alternates is a wild card. That's a cool alternate to get. Okay. That'll make people happy. Yes, the most important thing is that the prompts get us going. Okay, the second one says add stamping with anything. So you can stamp with anything you've got around you. It doesn't have to be a stamp. Stamping with anything. It is fun, Brenda. Okay, number 3 is stencil. And you can use a stencil any way you want with any kind of medium you want. I'm going to stick that one back in because we don't need 2 wild cards in the just in the alternates. Okay, this one says doodle anything. Doodle anything. Okay. So let me read those to you again so you can write them down, and then you'll have them beside you. Yeah, the alternates keep us going. That's right. The first alternate was a wild card, which means you can do anything you want. The second alternate was stamping with anything. The third alternate is stencil. Use a stencil any way you want to. The fourth alternate is doodle anything. So those are good alternates. We may all be hoping for one we don't want so we can use these. So those are our alternates. And any of the prompts that you do, you can also redo later or add more of later. Like if your first prompt was doodle anything, and you doodled and then you went over it and you wanted to bring that doodle back, or you wanted to add more doodles later, you can do that because that's one of your prompts. So you can add more of any of these prompts that you choose. You can add more later. So of course, Bernadette wants out. Well, let her out. We'll wait on you, Becky. So you've got kind of you got the chance to use them more than once. Sometimes we do them again at the end, and sometimes I add more in of whatever it was in between other prompts. Also, when we get through with the 10 prompts, get rid of that, it's just falling over. If you don't like the way it looks, you just keep on adding more stuff until you like it. So you don't have to stop. When prompt 10 is done, you can keep going if you want to. You don't have to stop just because that was the 10th prompt. So Becky says, don't wait. Okay. All right. I hope that makes sense. We're going to pick our first prompt, and it says use nail polish or a paint pen or paint with a small brush. So this prompt gives you 3 options of something that's other than just paint. You know, it gives you some specifics to choose from should you want to. Okay. Use nail polish or a paint pen or paint with a small brush. And I think the kind of key to all of these 3 things is that you're not painting wide swaths of things. You're painting more, it's more detail type painting. That's my take on it anyway. Okay, so now what do I want to do? My picture, you can see all my stuff is showing through, and I kind of want to get rid of that. Nail polish will take a long time to dry on here. Paint pen is probably my best option for this canvas because it's okay. I'm going to use a Posca pen, and I'm just gonna doodle with it or draw with it, or I'm gonna do something with it. I don't know. That's fine, Beth. Yes, and I forgot to say that, Brenda. You can also choose to hold one until the end if you want to. If it says put a focal point or write words or something, and you really don't want to put them on right now, you can save it till the end. And as far as I'm concerned, you can go ahead and choose an alternate and still save it for the end, but that's me. Okay. I think I'm going to kind of some of these I'm pulling out because they were and then I'm going to add some more that are in places where there weren't flowers before. In fact, I'm just going to kind of put them everywhere. We can work on top of them later. But that'll kind of push that stuff that was underneath this to the back, I'm hoping. I just saw those red plastic dollies. Yeah. They're going to be fun to use, I think, as I sprayed over one right there just for fun. So I think they will be fun to use. And I got enough I can share some, so that's fun too. Stick them in Happy Mail. They're small enough they'll go in an envelope pretty good. I'm glad you're back, Becky. Our first prompt was use nail polish or a paint pen or paint with a small brush. And I'm just using a Posca pen. And I'm just putting a bunch of flowers everywhere because I never seem to know when to stop. And I'm kind of liking putting them where they go behind each other. Yeah, the Posca's working pretty good over it. I'm glad too because I need something to take the focus off those trees back there. They look kind of creepy, and I'm not in a creepy mood. I don't want something creepy. I want something fun. Oh, good night, Tanya. All righty. See you tomorrow. Sounds good. Just go relax. Okay. I'm just putting a few bunches and then some of them separate. Okay. Becky's ready. Anybody else ready? I haven't seen any other readies. So I'm just going to keep playing until y'all are all ready. Kind of messed that one up. Okay, Nettie is ready. Mary is ready. Arlene is ready. No, Teresa's not saying she's ready. Okay, I almost marked her ready. Oh, Teresa says yes, she is ready. Okay. Okay, I think I'm going to stop there. That's fun, though. Just to keep adding more and more and more. Okay, I've got Mary's ready, Teresa's ready, Arlene's ready, Becky's ready, and Nettie's ready. Is there anybody that I missed? I'm not trying to push people. I'm just wanting to make sure that I haven't missed somebody who said they were ready. Carlana, I just now saw you. I'm so glad you're here. Beth, can I see you? I can see you. I don't see that you're ready, though. Are you ready? I see the comment where you say, can you see me? And that's the only one I see. Beth's ready. Okay. Allie sees you too. You typed it in 3 times. Good grief. No, I didn't until I saw the can you see me right below Teresa Church's ready. I didn't see anything. Allie's ready. I'm glad you were able to finally get it to come through though. That's so weird. Okay, next prompt. Use bubble wrap. Use bubble wrap. Okay, I think that might be fun. What color am I going to use with my bubble wrap? That is the question. And where is my bubble wrap is the other question. Oh, here it is. When I was cleaning out my jelly toy box, I threw away my bubble wrap that I'd been using because I knew I had a bunch more. So I found some today during all my cleaning. So luckily I had found some today. Beth's always ready, so just go ahead. All right, Beth, I'll keep that in mind. Okay. I think I want to use some copper because copper makes me happy. Okay, let me find something to put this on. Oh, no, that's not going to work. I need something flatter than that. I may need a little brayer. Okay. Okay, this is metallic antique copper. Let's see if we can. All right, I don't know what's the best way to do this. I usually use bubble wrap on the jelly plate. Kind of just going in between my flowers. Oh, thank you, Holly. You can get right in there. All right, I think we're going to call that enough. Let me find my wipe-off book. Oh, let's put some of this in here. Move that a little bit. I found this little brayer at Hobby Lobby in their clearance department for $1.49. I've never used a soft brayer before, but I liked the size of it. So I went ahead and bought it. And so far, it's pretty interesting. It does feel different when you're rolling it than the other kind, but it's working. That's all that matters. Okay. Let's get this out of the way. Bring this back. Your pottery wheel works. You got a pottery wheel? Where did you get a pottery wheel at that thrift store, Susan, and I just missed it? Okay, let me go back up here and see. Teresa is ready. Mary is ready. Allie is ready. How cool is that, Susan? I'm jealous. I'm jealous. I love pottery. I've taken a couple of pottery classes. It was so much fun. Okay. Mary, Allie, and Teresa. Hopefully I didn't miss somebody. And Beth's always ready, so I could go ahead and mark her down if I want to. Anyway, I don't know if you have to clean these better than you do the hardware ones, but it seems like you probably would. So I'm going to clean this right now, which is something I rarely do. And Becky, okay. Thank you. Okay, Becky and Beth. Oh, I'm so happy for you. So happy for you. That is so cool. The first time I ever used a potter's wheel was in 9th grade art. It was the only real art class I ever took in school. I mean, until I got to college classes that I was taking just for fun. But it was one that you pedal yourself. And I was so short for where you sit to pedal it, I couldn't reach the pedals. So somebody else had to come and pedal it for me. You talk about hard to do, having somebody pedal that for you while you oh, it was a comedy of errors. But I got a bowl done. It was fun. Yes, definitely show us. Show us what you do. Okay, Arlene is ready. Did I miss anybody else? I don't think so. Okay. Sorry about the glare on that coppery stuff. Just think of you always being ready. Okay, Nettie. All righty. Well, let's move on. Let me get those scissors out of the way. This says add glitter or embossing powder. Oh, that'll be fun, Susan. That'll be fun. Use glitter. Oh, add glitter or embossing powder. Okay. I'm probably going to do an alternate. But what do I want to do as my alternate? Okay, Teresa's going to hold that one, so she's ready. Yeah, that definitely probably needs to be an end one for a lot of people. I'm trying to decide what I want to do. Nothing's jumping out at me. So I should use a wild card because then I can do whatever I want. The only problem is I don't know what I want to do. Mary's holding, so we'll mark her ready. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing. That way I don't have to think. I wrote down, I'm holding too. Glitter all night long, Beth says. We'll call Beth ready because she said she's always ready, so. And Nettie said to always think about her being ready, so I'm going to go ahead and mark her ready. Oh, Susan's going to join us in carving. Yay! I'm hoping I can talk Hannah into doing Carve December with me. She's got a carving set and she's got some erasers, so she's ready to go. Well, I've got erasers and a few little squares of linoleum and one deal of Speedy Carve. So I think I'm ready. Yeah, for December. That's what I meant. That'll work great, Arlene. Glittery glue will work great. And that may be what I end up using because it's so much easier than other stuff. But I don't know. Since I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this, I'm going to hold the glitter or embossing powder till later. But I think that'll work fine. All right. What alternate did you use, Allie? Not that it matters. I'm just curious. Oh, cool. Thanks for putting that link in, Janet. Arlene's ready. I'm looking to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Okay. We're going to give Becky a couple more minutes, and then we'll move on. Mine still feels very cold, which means the gesso is still not completely dry either. Well, hello, Scrap Chick. It's good to see you. Colleen, am I right, Colleen? All right, that makes me happy to remember because sometimes I forget. Well, we're glad you're here, Colleen. We're doing a pick 10, and we've done 3 prompts, so we're fixing to do prompt number 4. Janet, would you write the alternates and the prompts so far in for Colleen, just in case she wants to write them down and do it later, or if she wants to try to catch up? Either way. Yeah, prompt number 4 says Doodle Flowers. Becky's got to emboss a butterfly on. Cool. Okay, number 4 says Doodle Flowers. All right, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to use a different Posca pen, or maybe yeah, there's so much pink in the background. I think I'm going to use pink. But I'm not a pink person, really. If I use something else, maybe it will show less. Okay, I'm going to use yellow. I'm not really a yellow person either. Okay, I'm going to use blue and green. I'm going to doodle flowers, and then I'm going to doodle some leaves in. Cheryl says, go for it. You want me to go ahead and use pink? Well, I may do several and not just, oh, this one's not. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, it's working now. Okay, let's see if I can get it to. This has a smaller tip than that black one, and it's really scratching. Teresa's ready. Okay, I'm going to go back and use a different color now. We'll go ahead and do some of them in pink. Ooh, that pink's really coming out. Can't believe how scratchy these are compared to that black one. It didn't really make much noise, but these really are. Okay, Arlene is ready. I'm going to do a few yellow ones. Becky's ready. And we're supposed to all write. Okay. Okay. We're going to skip the leaves for now because everybody else is ready, I think. Let's see, Mary's ready. Let's see if I see anybody else ready. Teresa, Arlene, Becky, Mary, Allie. Okay. Number 5 says add something metal. Add something metal. Now that's something you could save to the end and put an embellishment on. You could also use metallic paint if you want to. I would be okay with that, using metallic paint. Add something metal. I'm either going to have to hold that for later or I'm going to have to do something different. And I think I'm going to do something with a stencil. Teresa's holding that one, so she's ready. All righty. Okay, so let's see. What stencil do I want to work with here? Oops. Let's see. That one might be fun. Oh, I like words. We're going to do words. Okay. But now what color am I going to do words in? Okay, I'm doing a stencil, so I'm doing an alternate. So tell me, what color should I use with my stencil? Black or gray, Beth says. Light yellow or green? Green, red. Keep coming. None of those appeal to me. I ask you to tell me what to do, and then I don't want to do what you tell me to. That's not very nice, is it? Oh. Holly says blue. Some of each. There you go. Purple, copper. Yeah, copper is what I want to do, but I've got a lot of copper on there. So, aqua or teal. That would be good. I kind of like the blue idea, but I'm gonna kind of mix the blue and green because I'm gonna use this. Where is it? Just a second. I moved my paints and now I'm having trouble finding them. Yeah, here it is. Okay. Oh, I'm going to use this Midnight Blue by Ceramcoat. This is one of my new favorites. Well, it's not real new, but anyway, it's a dark blue green. I really like it, so we're going to use that. It's a pretty good alternate for black without being black. So. Okay, now then, where to put the words? Okay. And then it stops. It says your connection is unstable. Please wait while we try reconnecting. Well, for the moment, it seems to be working, but it's only going to be a moment, I'm sure, because it's been back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So I'm going to go a little bit more, and if it keeps doing it again, we will just stop. But let's go on and go to pick the next. Let's pick the rest of the prompts while. Okay, everybody write those down while you're giving everybody some time to write them down. I'm going to go ahead and just get off and let's just do them on our own because this is ridiculous. So write them all down. And I seem to be on at the moment. So write them all down and then we're going to get off and just give up on it. But post them in the group.